The United Arab Emirates, a federation of 7 tiny but powerful sheikdoms, is actively trying to control a country thousands of miles away. The Emirates is one of the world's largest oil refiners and is yet trying to influence events in Libya, one of the largest producers. So what is the UAE doing in Libya? I'm Ali Mustafa and this is UAE in Libya, Decoded. The UAE's foreign policy was in a state of disarray in the years between 2011 and 2013. Abu Dhabi joined a coalition against one-time ally Muammar Gaddafi in Libya weeks after losing another ally, Egyptian strongman Hosni Mubarak, to popular protests, leading to the rise of the Muslim Brotherhood. But the Emiratis' fortunes changed after General Abdel Fattah el-Sisi staged a coup against Egypt's first democratically elected president, Mohamed Morsi. In neighboring Libya, growing political instability in the summer of 2014 paved the way for 75-year-old warlord Khalifa Haftar. The former Gaddafi loyalist had revived his LNA militia after returning to Libya from the United States in 2011. So how did the United Arab Emirates help Haftar? Well, the United Nations says the UAE repeatedly violated an arms embargo to airlift weapons to Haftar's LNA. The supplies helped Haftar retake the strategic city of Benghazi and much of south and eastern Libya. Emirati drones and fighter jets continue to support Haftar's attacks on UN-backed GNA. But it isn't just sophisticated weapons the UAE has been supplying to Haftar. It has allegedly recruited young Sudanese to fight for Haftar in Libya. Hundreds protested in Khartoum to demand an end to supplying mercenaries to fight Haftar's war. The Emirati company responsible for recruitment denies lying to recruits and their families about the nature of their work in Libya. With Haftar on a roll, the UAE went about financing its favorite warlord, allegedly with Gaddafi's hidden money. Tens of billions of dollars in Libyan foreign accounts were frozen by the Obama administration. The United Arab Emirates reportedly diverted up to $10 billion of these frozen funds held in Belgian accounts to Haftar, according to a former Libyan official. In supporting Haftar, the UAE also went about corrupting the peace process. 2 former United Nations envoys to Libya, Bernardino Leon and Ghassan Salameh, are both implicated in allegations of having a conflict of interest in dealings with the United Arab Emirates. So what is the UAE hoping to achieve? Well, one possibility why the UAE is pulling strings is for Haftar to take over as Libya's absolute ruler, thus emulating the UAE-backed Sisi project in Egypt. The United Arab Emirates says it is committed to a peaceful political solution to the crisis in Libya. But the facts, well, they tell a different story. Abu Dhabi might think it has bet on the right horse, but it could lose track of it in the sandstorms around Ashdabia. And that's UAE in Libya Decoded this week. Reach out to me on Twitter at Ali_Mustafa with any suggestions.